couple of big names. Probably the biggest one. You've got Willian coming over from Chelsea on a free as well, which was quite good. How do you think the transfer window's gone for Arsenal?
So far, not too bad. We've got Willian on free. I think he'll do all right for us. Quite high wage, I think, and he's quite old, but I think he brings a lot of, especially because he's Brazilian. We seem to have a lot of Brazilian players coming in now with our other transfer as well. We've got Gabriel coming, so very excited about him. Left-footed centre back
as well, haven't you? Again,
Ceballos has come back from loan, but there's a lot of talk still. Apparently, we're very, very active still in the market. We're looking at, I don't want to get this, Hassim Ouar.
This is going to. I'll be honest with you. This is where we are going to fall down today on pronunciations, because Paul Merton on Sky Sports, he struggles. You ain't heard nothing yet, because I'm going to struggle with some of these names. But positive. You feeling positive? Do you think it's been a good window, a positive window?
Definitely so far. We've got a centre back. So that's the one thing that we never seem to want to get that we've got. And then we're still linked with the positions we need. And he seems to be quite ruthless, Arteta. A lot of people seem to be going that I know the fan base like. Martinez seems to be going. Torreira's linked with a move away as well.
That's a
and
big
even Lacazette.
Massive shock with Martinez, really, wasn't it? I mean, we were talking about it this morning. He's linked with... well, I know he's linked with Aston Villa because Luke reminds us couple of times a day. I personally think that would be a huge signing for Villa. Almost like a downgrade. I don't mean to sound sort of like I'm disrespecting Aston Villa at all, but he did so well, stepping in for Leno.
The thing is, he was a step-in. That's the issue. And he's our longest-serving player, Martinez.
Yeah.
And he's just never really broken into the first team. And he's shown us what he's got, but at the same time, we can't actually forget what Leno did during the season.
Yeah.
And I imagine he'll come back in as number one, which leaves Martinez leading first-team football. And that's the struggle we've got, and we'd rather sell him and get some money and put it towards a centre mid.
It's not a surprise, is it, that he's leaving for another club, because he did do well.
And I tell you what, while we're on the subject of goalkeepers, and I want to, obviously two fantastic goalkeepers at Arsenal, Manchester United, what a situation they're in. So obviously Aaron Ramsdale has left Bournemouth, he's gone to Sheffield United. Sheffield United, who had Dean Henderson in goal last season, has now got two quality first team goalkeepers. Dean Henderson has signed a 6-year contract with the club.
He's on a big wage as well, apparently.
Really, and I just think, how are they going to do that? I mean, you've got two quality first choice goalkeepers. How are you going to keep them both satisfied? And I genuinely think this is the problem with Martinez. I think, is it enough for a quality goalkeeper to just get cup games? They're in a Premier League club surely because they want to play Premier League football. Where do you see the season going? Do you think it's going to be Henderson? Do you think it's going to be De Gea? What's the situation there?
Literally, the only person that would know that is Ollie. It's just it's difficult to figure out how that's going to work throughout the whole season. Because as you said, they're both top quality goalkeepers. I've no doubt that Romero will go now, and he's a good goalkeeper as well.
He's very good, isn't he? He is very good.
Surely Henderson's seeing his chance, though. I mean, De Gea's not been on top form for a couple of years.
But I can't see Henderson coming in straight away, though. I think De Gea will start, and if it goes the way it went last season for him, I think they'll drop him.
That'll make some headlines.
Henderson.
I mean, David De Gea once upon a time was one of the best goalkeepers in the world. I mean, I think he's, last season wasn't great. I think he made quite a number of mistakes, but that's a massive thing to drop a goalkeeper who's on that kind of money. to put Dean Henderson in. It's going to be a really interesting situation with that goalkeeping situation. But it's better to have options than no options.
100%.
That's the thing.
But the other problem with the goalkeeping situation is we've not strengthened in defence, which should have been a big priority for United.
Yeah, because who have you brought in of I mean, you've got...
We've brought that midfielder.
You've brought the midfielder... oh, God, what's the name?
Donny...
Van der Beek.
Van der Beek,
yeah. Big signing, midfielder. You could argue that's not really where Manchester United needed to strike.
I really cannot understand why you signed him. I really can't.
Yeah. I mean...
We're getting rid of Smalling. I think Roma are about to sign him on a permanent deal.
A lot of people saying it's a panic buy. I don't understand where you needed him. And wasn't he quite a big... Wasn't he about 60? How much did he come in for?
It was a big transfer.
Yeah, I thought I'd say around 60, 65. Don't quote me on
and
that.
It was a massive transfer for something that I thought to myself, if anything, that's probably where Manchester United have got their strength is in midfield. Especially now you've got Fernandes in there now. You've got Pogba. You've got some real quality in there.
Is that not going to shove McTominay out as well?
Yeah, it'll push people like McTominay. Obviously, Fred's rumoured to be leaving. There's still rumours of Sancho, which I think would be a great signing for us.
That's picked back up again, hasn't it, as well?
Yeah. But the one area where we really needed to strengthen is defence, and we've not got anyone.
Well, Ollie, the clip went viral over social media about how he said it himself to Nathan Ake that he needed a left-footed centre back. Nathan Ake making the move, 41 million to Manchester City, almost stole someone that really could have done fantastic things.
You wanted Gabriel as well.
Yeah, Ake is a great signing for City,
and I think Ake is, he was Bournemouth's talisman. Obviously, can't talk about more Bournemouth as much as we used to, unfortunately. But a real, he really was the main man at Bournemouth. So I think now, hopefully, the world's going to see what everyone in Bournemouth already knows about the quality of Nathan Ake. I mean, he's fantastic.